Mitoko, Anawoko, Mr. Session, you getting labor, Kekele, I can't chill with Kekele, I can't boy with Kekele, I can't chill with Kekele. So kotokoro so, popolo zibaya, 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 zibaya. Un Mr. Session, you getting labor, honey. Kekele, I can't chill with Kekele, I can't boy with Kekele, I can't chill with Kekele.
I say I'm not drinking liquor, I go in one break the feed, but I'm talking with my own. So soon I'm a boy for me. He said the day about I want me you join, till you cross and look at the one. Oh, you can make me join. You hear what to make me join? I put myself in wrong, they are show face. He bought a fat bottle, he bought a second telephone, the fake bottle. I said something that I'm looking at him, he said that they're not gonna, I said, He want plenty to make me jump, he want make me try money finish. I'm gonna take my money, I'm gonna make it try again. My common money get jump again. I can't roll with Kekele, as my boy is there. Can't roll with Kekele, now I make it every December, yeah, because
Mama see bless, Mama see bless,
Yes, beats.
Everybody die, but not everybody live. Everybody have just one life to live. Please do your do and don't come my way. But I said miss my Henneken with Hennessy, I want not anything. Let go, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. I tell you, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. To look for money, said I'm smartin'. I want the money, I want smartin'. One life to live, it on me. I'm a blessing, God and looking like the fasting. Forget my matter and carry on. I want the people in millions. If you my friend, stay constant, you chameleon. The only go on, know how come on. I don't wanna know how the feeling said, I'm a feeling, be the feeling, yeah. Yet I wanna control what you got there. If that bucket, I want hold you let it bucket, yeah. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. Everybody die, but not everybody live. Mama see bless.
Yes, beats.
Everybody die, but not everybody live. Everybody have just one life to live. Please do your do and don't come my way. But I say miss my Hennessy with Hennessy, I wanna anything. Let go, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. I tell you, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. To look for money, said I'm smarting. I want the money, I want smarting. One life to live, it on me. I'm a blessing, God and looking like the fasting. Forget my matter and carry on. I want the people in millions. If you my friend, stay constant, you chameleon. The only go on, know how come on. I don't wanna know how the feeling said, how the feeling said. I'm a feeling, be the feeling, yeah. Yet I want to control what you got there. If that bucket there, I want hold you let it bucket, yeah. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. Everybody die, but not everybody live. Everybody have just one life to live. Please do your do and don't come my way. But I say miss my Hennessy with Hennessy, I wanna anything. Let go, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. I tell you, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. I say wait down, bring it way down. One left to live, shake it way down. If you leave, well, then you in your grave now. But I him on me, you can certify the other being. I just wanna do it my way. I beg you to way away. I wanna enjoy my way. What thing I get, let's say for the profit. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. No money, no family, not a friend, not at all, you be nobody. Everybody die, but not everybody live. Everybody have just one life to live. Please do your do and don't come my way. But I say miss my Hennessy with Hennessy, I wanna anything. Let go, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. I tell you, but I must enjoy. I got to enjoy. Mama see bless. Let go.
Yes, beats.
Mi toko, anawoko, exclusive Mr. Session, you getting labor, kekele, I can't chill with kekele, I can't boy with kekele, I can't chill with kekele. So popolo polo po. Zibaya, 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 zibaya. Un se bem mo, un se bem mo.
I'm a
Un se bem mo, un se bem mo. Mr. Session, se bem mo. You getting labor, se bem mo.
honey.
Kekele, I can't chill with kekele. I can't boy with kekele. I can't chill with kekele.
I say I'm not drinking liquor. I go in one break the feed it. But I'm talking with my own. So soon I'm a boy for me. He said the day about. I want me you join. There you go. Asese da loki a ingungu. He said that they're gonna. I say He want plenty to make me jump. He want make me try money fini. I'm gonna take my money. I'm gonna make it try again. My common money get jump again. I can't roll with Kagala. I'm my boys there. Can't roll with Kagala. Now I make it every December because anything I can get.
Kekele, kekele, kekele. I can't chill with kekele, kekele, kekele. I can't boy with kekele, kekele, kekele. I can't chill with kekele, kekele, kekele.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, Liberia. It is something a pleasant welcome to this edition of your People's Program. And this is the People's Program, The Heat. And The Heat comes away Monday to Friday. Today is Friday, TGIF. Thank God. Today is Friday. It's something a pleasant welcome to all of you tuning in, watching, and all listening to on Radio 91.9. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this week. I want to say, and I would love to give a pass out, a hand of applause to all of those people who have watched this week. Let me say thank you this week. Thank you, especially on our new outlet. Thank you. So great. You know, this time around when you are there, when you just write your comment come right on the screen, and you just see your own self writing right while you're watching. And Oluwason is saying nice production. I'm clapping for all of you today. And Ruben Vanya, if you look on the screen today, you see Ruben Vanya. Say good afternoon, Mr. VAR. I'm Ruben Vanya watching you live. Edward Stevens, the director of radio, said thanks for watching. And I'm seeing all of you, and you can see yourself, and you can see your writings. Thank you so much. Today is another spectacular edition of the program, The Heat. This is the People's Program, and they bring you major headlines into the news, Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. It's a pleasure, and I love to welcome you on today, TGIF. Today is Friday. And there are a lot of things happening to Liberia, Africa, and the rest of the world today as Senegal suspends the TV station amid violence protest into Senegal. We will travel to bring you development coming up today. and Nigeria, Kenya, Rwanda start a vaccine rollout. We will also bring a development onto this program. And today, Kenya T. Parker, the tea picker, they are certainly taking the firm to court into Scotland as the tea picker alleged that they have suffered severe health problem due to conditions on the farm run by Jimmy Findlay Kenya Limited into Kenya. They are taking this case up. It's a serious thing. And also today, socialists to welcome tourism, tourists into their country again, just after all of these issues of COVID-19. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, South Africa top George ordered to retract the pro-Israel comments into South Africa. We will join that development coming up today as we make our trip into Africa. Today, Chief Justice Mogoyin, and certainly made the remark in June last year during a webinar which were posted by the Jerusalem Post newspaper today. They are said the South Africa top judge ordered to retract the pro-Israel comment. We will bring that development up to you today on the program. Internet being disrupted into Sudan, that is Senegal today. Internet being disrupted into Senegal and made clashes. Another bad day for those into Senegal, and we hope those into Senegal can really see the need of peace. Like I said to you, Nigeria, Kenya, Rwanda are set to a vaccine rollout. Others are asking what is happening in Liberia. When will Liberia receive their own? But there are good news coming up for Liberia. And also today on the program, the Ghana opposition leader disagrees with putting roots into Ghana, and opposition leader and the former president John Mahama has said he disagreed with the process and ruling of the Supreme Court on his petition challenging the results of the last year presidential election. We hope to bring that development coming up today. The United Nations Security Council fails to agree with the Tigray crisis, and it has brought a lot of tears in the eyes of people. I see tears rolling down the cheeks of more citizens of Tigray as the United Nations Security Council fails to agree on the Tigray crisis. It's a sad day over. And Tanzanian hospital installed a COVID stem boot. It is a COVID stem boot. Have you heard about this boot before? We will tell you more about that on the program. And also today, Kenya Catholic Church rebuffed the opposition to vaccine, and the vaccine issues is a serious thing to Africa and Kenya. The Catholic Church, because you heard this report that more Catholic bishops are coming down prayed. They are being prayed to this the whole coronavirus thing. And since vaccines are coming up, whether they are taking this thing so seriously is another issue. We will look at that onto our Hot Talk segment. That is our rollout in the travel into Africa. As a matter of fact, there's a lot more coming up onto our program this afternoon. Don't forget the geometry of the whole that must be kept high onto the agenda, because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. On today, the 5th of March, I am your humble servant. My name is NATHANIEL B. Varsinian. With exclusive delight, I would love to say a pleasant welcome to today's edition of the program, The Heat. This is the People's Program. And ahead of this year Women's Day program, we will be talking and we'll be highlighting the issues of women at the outset to celebrate their day. Liberian women and the United Nations women have said there is a need to look at more women being into leadership. Today, we will look at that on the Hard Talk segment. And matter of fact, there are a lot of people speaking today. If you look at the CPP chairman today, is a female, Yomika Lawrence. She is a senator and also a senior member of the Liberty Party. The former president, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, has placed a whole comment on this issue. But what are other women saying? We will try as much to send out this message today and invite others to have their own input on the program. We will also have permanent women into Liberia having their own take. One of them will have their own talk on today's Hard Talk segment. Thank you so much for joining us today. But first, let's look out into the development coming up into Liberia. If you just joined us, you are in your lunchtime program. Solomon was Yahweh. They said, good afternoon, Mr. Van, watching from Marshall City, Mikey B. Clampton. Thank you so much, Solomon, for joining us today on the program. And today is Friday. Thank you so much for joining me. And today, let's look out to what's happening into Liberia today as the president of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Mananwia, lights up Peace Island today under the Monrovia Consolidation of Transmission and Distribution Project funded by the European Union. Is this another WIA project, Bosa? Thank you so much. The Light Up Monrovia is a Monrovia Consolidation of Electricity Transmission and Distribution Project into Muscle County, especially Monrovia. The government of Liberia is funding support from the European Union under the 11 European Development Fund, the EDF, and the Monrovia Consolidation of Electricity Transmission and Distribution Light Up Monrovia. The LUM project will today, on Friday, switch on the first public electrification of the Peace Island community, also known as 540 community, into the Comotown Township. According to the report, about 1,800 households into the Peace Island community will for the first time connect to electricity for the national gap. The project, which is known as the Light Up Monrovia, the LUM project, entails the installation of several materials to ensure power connection and distribution, including meters, transformers, wooden and circuit poles, as well as concrete poles, as well as wires to connect all the household to the electricity grid. All these materials are part of the European Union grant. His Excellency Dr. George Mananwia, the President of the Republic of Liberia, and His Excellency Ambassador Laurent Della Horsey, head of the delegation of the European Union of Liberia, will jointly commission the lighting up of the Peace Island community. The Light Up Monrovia project is a United States of 50.5 million European Union fund, and that will be expected to electrify more than 38,000 new homes into Monrovia and its environment. But today, good news for the people of Peace Island, and like any other community under the project, will get its power source from the Peninsula City substation and the newly constructed Comotown substation, which is located near the James Spring Peen Airport. Other areas expected to benefit from the freeze on the Light Up Monrovia project include the Central Monrovia, Capitol Hill, Port of Singer, including Jarratown, Seatown, Old and New Matari, Airfield, Lapaseed, Fiamma, around the Barrow Practice Ground, Springfield Community, and Rototown. Good news for those in those areas. And more on that development, you just go there and check it out to get more detail coming up for you. And one man who is revolutionizing the Liberian music industry. And someone's asking me, Nathaniel, who is that person? And I'm looking at him, he got drag, these Rastafarian drag. Yeah, his head is getting so long. Right now, if he stands straight, his hair can drop on his back, on his shoulder. Yeah, good. He's been so much one of those into the music industry. He was even telling his brother some time ago that, my man, you need to be careful what you're doing. Someone is still asking me not to know who is this person. Jackie Ross. A decade in the art of professional music video for our industry were completed on a civil level, and the dream for the majority of those artists have retired from the game, and some are still around. But the list of these videographers who are here today were to be on the issue of putting their own light up. But one person, Jackie Ross, who have worked into the industry, is so proud today. He said, my journey started about 8 years ago. I decided to try something new and different. So I brought a camera and started reading and trying to practice what I was learning from YouTube. What was the hardest video created by him directly was a question asked. He said, I treat every project the same and I don't consider anything hard. The next question was, where do you see the industry in the next few years? Dragging as usual, unless there are big money investment and entertainers that can change their market strategy. Those were the words of Jackie Ross. The music industry right now is at a standstill. He said, I believe that we are missing an important component and we need to properly understand the business of music. He said, in my opinion, that Jackie Ross, we should get experts from around Africa to educate us in that direction. Jackie Ross. You know why we are talking about legendary celebrating about 4 years of his demise on this earth, his passing off. We are also celebrating a new one who has come. Jackie Ross. Thank you so much. And more on that, you just go there and check it out to get the full detail coming up for you. And today, still running for this week, let's take our trip out into the Belly Zone, Switzerland, as Aliou Kossi has demanded the Swiss Federal Criminal Code to pay him about 1,356,000 Swiss francs, is about 1,458,000,000 United States dollars for compensation for the 6 years he has spent in detention waiting this trial and for the emotional and reputational toll the charges have had on him. So while others are saying we need about 1.5 million Liberian dollars in reparation, and that is Aliou Kossi is saying, please, for the time you're holding here for, you need to pay me that is 1,400,000, that is 1.1, I'm gonna get this right, 1.458 million United States dollars. The time you're holding here for, before this case, you have to pay me. It's a serious thing. And just imagine on Tuesday this week, 7 Liberians who are accused of in this case also asked for about 8,500 United States dollars, is equivalent to about 1.5 million United States dollars each in compensation, but their request is only for the legal formalities. The plaintiffs are required to claim compensation in the legal action into the Switzerland, whether or not the accused can be paid. Kossi does not have any money to give them. However, Kossi claim is against the Swiss state and he will receive the money if he wins the case. The trial ends on Friday today and the verdict is expected to be announced later this month. Aliou Kossi case ends today. More on that development, you go there and check it out. The former Riverside County Superintendent Waddington Jivon Smith, the man declared by the National Elections Commission as the winner of this year just ended December 8, that is last year, December 8, special senatorial election for his county, Riverside County, will now have to cut short his victory celebration until the commission completes the recount of 104 of the 111 polling places. On Wednesday, the 24th of February, the Supreme Court mandated the NEC to conduct a recount of the 104 of the 111 polling places as initially authorized by the Board of Commissioners of the National Elections Commission. The court said its decision was to ensure fairness and transparency into the voting process after Smith's closest rival, Steve Tikwa, requested recount of the ballots cast into the 104 polling places into the county. But then the NEC, the National Elections Commission, declared that Wellington Chiefon Smith accumulated 3,284 votes, while Steve Tikwa collected 3,168 votes. Will result and Tikwa challenge, arguing that the commission should conduct a recount in 7 of the 111 polling places into the county. Steve Tikwa is not satisfied with the result, requested that the commission conduct a recount in 7 of the 11, that is 111 polling places into the county. But according to him, he had obtained 80 votes, 35.7% of 228 votes from the 7 polling places that the electoral body representative has earlier declared to be invalid after recounting those areas. It was based upon the changes witnessed that the compare Steve Tikwa to demand a recount of the votes from the remaining 104 polling places in the process. And others are asking why other nations into Africa are receiving coronavirus vaccine. What's about Liberia? But today, good news. Good news for Liberia. 96,000 COVID-19 vaccines is expected to arrive into the country today. Health officials have said, or is now set for Liberia to receive about 96,000 doses of the COVID-19 vaccine from an initial 384,000 doses. Health Minister disclosed that the President of Liberia, His Excellency Dr. George Mananwia, will receive the consignment, which is expected to arrive in the country today, March 5th, Friday, via the Roberts International Airport into Magibi County at about 10:40 p.m., 20 minutes to 11 o'clock p.m. Making the disclosure Thursday, the 4th of March, yesterday, at the Ministry of Information. In this regular press briefing, the program manager on immunization at the Ministry of Health, Mr. Adolphus Clark, said Liberia is on the verge of making another history with the arrival of the first doses of the COVID-19 vaccine. And more on that development, you go there and check it out to get a full detail coming for you. And today, to the development, the National Elections Commission has presented an over $500,000 United States budget into the House of Representatives, seeking lawmakers' approval of resources it needs for the conduct of the bar elections for 2 representative seats into Bomi and Gwangida counties, respectively. Following submission of the budget by the National Elections Commission, the House of Representatives has authorized the Committee on Elections and Ways, Means, Finance and Development Planning to look into the budget for the conduct of the by-elections of 2 counties and report to the full plenary in 1 week. According to the National Elections Commission communication to the House, the budget comprises of about $359,162.27 United States dollars for electoral District 1 into Gwangida County and $340,010.77 for District Number 1, Bomi County. The communication came in compliance with Article 37 of the Liberian Constitution, in which the National Elections Commission is mandated to conduct a by-election to fill the vacant seat no later than 90 days as of the date of notification. And more on that, you go there and check it out. And today, let's now cross to the development of as wildlife experts want collective effort in conserving Liberia elephants. It's been observed that Liberia elephants are wearing away. They're killing the elephants for these talks. They're killing the elephants for meat. It's actually wearing away the species of elephant in Liberia. But the development, Dr. Tina Vok, the technical director of the Elephant Research and Conservation, says preserving the remaining wildlife is a pathway to attracting tourists attention to Liberia, thereby generating more revenue for communities that live in elephants. According to Dr. Tina Vok said, they are a species that tourists are always interested in because of their historic nature, their importance to the biodiversity and the communities, and therefore it is important for people into the community or the environment to protect them instead of harming them. She added that the income generated from the tourism site that will be built will help reduce transparency, dependency and transparency onto the agriculture and also create jobs for the community dwellers. Dr. Tina Vok noted that there is a difficult task to live with these wildlife. When measures are in place, elephants, Himo can relate. Elephants attract tourism from all over the world and therefore offer an economic value to Liberia, according to Dr. Tina Vok. And today, women in Wapolo County, Liberia, and other parts of the world has raised over 3,000 United States dollars on this fund drive to support senatorial candidate in Wapolo County, Botokane, and Nima County, Edith Gonglo, where the post-election fight in fulfillment of their promises made to gather their faith market into sync of the raised fund to support two embattled female candidates for the December 8, 2020 senatorial election. Permanent Liberian women and others converged on Wednesday this week, the 3rd of March, to raise the funds intended and result from them seeing encouraging as many women enthusiastically contributed both in persons and through mobile account. And the women during their first day of the fundraising realized about 3,980 United States dollars and 12,260 Liberian dollars. Of the total money, United States 1,396 United States dollars and 5,000 Liberian dollars was raised through mobile money, and about 1,262 United States dollars and 7,260 collected into physical cash. The money raised will go towards legal and logistical support for Madam Boto Cannon, who the NEC finally declared as the winner into the Wapolo senatorial race, and Edith Gonglo, who was declared earlier as loser into Nima County, but took a complaint to the National Elections Commission. Both of Commissioners Madam Ware has meanwhile raised the issue of fraud and irregularities. More on that development, you go there and check it out together for detail coming up for you. And thanks to all of you joining us onto our online platform. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Emmanuel Ndemi is live on our online page. He said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Va. Thank you for the wonderful job. I'm watching from Mount Barclay Business Center. Keep it up." Thank you so much, Emmanuel, for always joining us. Garcia Way said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Va. My name is Garcia Way the first." It said, "I'm watching you live from the residence into Nima Embassy into Soul Clinic community opposite the Nigerian shop." And today the states Citizen Myers, I hope I get this right. He said, "Good afternoon, Mr. Va. My name is Satisim Myers, watching from Mount Barclay." Thank you so much, Myers. And Peter Colley said, good afternoon. My name is Peter Colley. I'm watching live from the Car Watch community. Thank you so much for the program. Thank you so much, Prince. And Afazari Aaron BYG said, good afternoon. I'm watching from the Amagashi community. Thank you so much. Abiel Dolo joined the platform. He said, good afternoon, Mr. VAR. My name is Abiel Dolo, watching you live from Telka Community Red Light. Thank you so much for the soul. Daniel Halley said, good afternoon. I'm watching live from Pipeline. And Red Sea Woya said, thank you so much for watching from Red Light. Thank you. Florence Rick said, good afternoon. The Fred Eye Medical and Eye Clinic Police Academy Junction is live. Thank you so much, Florence. Thomas Samuel said, good afternoon. GS0 is watching. Rufus Marcopo's son said, Tuput Road Junction is live. Lost in Augustine Sagacious Wisdom said, from the Baptist Seminary. My name is Lost in Augustine Sagacious, joining the Fanasi, the fascinating conversation from my concentration room of Baptist Seminary community. Thank you so much, Lawson. Joe Mendy said, good afternoon. I'm watching live. Thank you so much. And Derek Bangu is watching the Police Academy. Maxwell Samuel Gawe, AFL Bo, said, I'm watching you live. Thanks not for the growth and development of Mama Liberia. Thank you so much. Alvin Hunter said, good afternoon. Thank you so much. I'm watching you from Bo Waterside. Thanks for the program. Thank you so much, Alvin Horton. Cornelius N. Bar, ELWE, Massa Stevens, Town, and Femi P. David is watching live closely from his residence, Omega Community Block C. Thank you so much. He said, thank God that today is Friday, and I appreciate you for the update. Thank you so much. S. Zachariah is watching live. He's a lovely child destined for greatness, Carl Jr., and I'm watching you live from my Propo corner in Dupont Road. Patrick Augusta Foley is watching live. Thank you so much. C. Roosevelt Cleon is watching live. He said, I'm watching you from my palace and the Bar Road County, Rosses County, District number 2. He said, thank you so much, C. Roosevelt Cleon. Justin Wilson is watching live, RIA. K. David Zizi said, I'm King David Zizi. I'm watching you from Soul Clinic. Thank you so much. Solomon Ziawe is watching live from Marshall County, Maggie County. That is Marshall City, Maggie County. Thank you so much. Zian said, good afternoon, J. Nathaniel B. VAR Senior. I am Nathan Kepe. I'm watching you from a Propo corner on the Dupont Road. Davido Johnson is watching live. Nizo Bella Creek, thank you so much. William Fala is watching live, and he said, Fala Nando, that is Quado Jr., and I'm watching Kakata, Maggie County. I hope I get it right. Thank you so much for joining us. Tatus Tumbe said the last junction on the Caulfield Junction. Thank you so much. Comi Henson Cone is watching live as a community. George Jimlag said, good afternoon, George Jimlag, watching you from the RI Highway. Thanks for the program. And Kafia Bowa is watching live. The Femi Davids, Paul Wapo is watching live. He said, thank you so much for the program. He said, I always enjoying this program. And Morris Cannon, thank you so much. SKD Boulevard, John T. Mavolo is watching live from Doazon. Abbas Kuroma is watching ELW Junction. Lai Vamba Sese Dupont Road. David Hali is watching from Pipeline. Chris George is also watching. He said, my name is Chris George. I'm watching from Red Light. Thank you so much for joining us. K. David Zeze is live. Moritz and his Moses B. Cully is watching Two Horses Row, Abu Soiree, Edward Stevens, Oluwa's son. He said, nice production, Princeton, destined for greatness, Kakai. He said, I'm watching for Tinkerville. And our first viewer on us today online is Tina Willie. Tina Willie is watching live. Thank you so much, Tina. Today you celebrate us and we celebrate you as our first viewer onto our online platform. Tina Willie, thank you so much for being the first to join us. George C. Dean is watching live. He said, keeping you at Cool FM is a blessing to our country. He said, keep it up, J. Nathaniel Beaver. You are doing a good job. Thank you so much, George C. Dan. Emmanuel Tosia join us. He said, I'm closely following you from my comfort zone district, Moses, Muswell County. William K. Howard join us this afternoon. So please share our live videos to have other part of the show, and that's good. Please invite others. Please share the live video. Moses T. Ball Famora Flomo Jr. says good afternoon. Thanks to all of you joining us onto our online platform. Thank you so much. Today, let's cross outside Liberia and the African saints today as the Catholic Church into Kenya has voiced out its support for the COVID-19 vaccines after the country received more than 1 million doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. You know, first the Catholic was they were not anything here. Yeah, you know, so sad. Yeah, they said we were not anything here, but then later on, when they started to observe that Catholic priests, Catholic nuns were dying from COVID-19 or being affected by COVID-19, they said, but anything within the Genza, Kenya, the church has also dismissed prior advice given by the group of Catholic doctors into the country who claim COVID-19 vaccination weren't necessary into Kenya. And today, Nigeria is beginning a mass COVID-19 immunization into the capital, Abuja, using the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccines acquired through the COVAX and the United Nations backed initiative to ensure poor nations acquire the vaccine. And today, let's take a look into Tanzania, as Tanzania is up to date as a main referral hospital. They have installed a full-stream inhalation. Inhalation is inhaling process, is inhaling machines to treat respiratory problems. Yet the World Health Organizations and health experts do not recommend streams therapy for treating coronavirus. Today, into the Tanzanian nation, Mohambila National Hospital Director Lawrence Masiru said that each patient should be spending at least 5 minutes to inhale the stream that is infused with herb remedies. Patient will pay about $2 United States to use the machine, which costs about $3,200 United States and 4,200 or about 2,300 euros or 3,000 euros to install, according to the report coming from Tanzania. And more on that, you go there and check it out. The United Nations Security Council have failed to agree on a joint statement on the crisis into the Ethiopian and Northern Tigray region after Russia, China, and India concluded it was an internal matter. Diplomats quoted by news said that the 3 African nations on the council, Kenya, Niger, Tanzania, had supported a draft statement. It will have called for the immediate humanitarian crisis on assistance and a halt of hostilities, while asserting Ethiopian sovereignty, according to report. The United Nations Right Office want to be granted access to investigate reports of atrocities carried out by the Ethiopian and Eritrean army forces, the Tigray People's Liberation Front, and the Amhara region forces. And while Nigeria is carrying out a rollout of the coronavirus vaccines, opposition political leader into Ghana. What's happening? Let's take a look. A Ghanaian opposition leader and the former president of Ghana, John Mahama, has said that he disagrees with the process and ruling of the Supreme Court of his petition challenging the results of the last year's presidential election. But he said he is legally bound by the decision of the court. On Thursday, yesterday, the Supreme Court upheld Nana Akufo-Addo veterans dismissing allegations of irregularities. Reacting to the court's verdict, Mr. John Mahama expressed disappointment that the head of the Electoral Commission, Jane Mensa, did not certify an alleged irregularities. The Supreme Court ruled the opposition leader had failed to prove that none of the candidates has won more than 50% as is required to win the presidential election into the first round. But according to the court, the Declaration of Rights were therefore legal and represented the will of the people. And today, Seychelles is opening up and received visitors from around the world from the 25th of March this month, irrespective of whether they are vaccinated or not. South Africans will, however, not be allowed to enter the country until further notice. In January, Seychelles said they announced that it had opened up a vaccinated traveler process. There will be no quarantine requirement nor restrictions on movement upon entry into the Seychelles area, but visitors will still be required to adhere to other public health measures that is put into place, including the wearing of face masks, social distancing, regular sanitizing or washing of hands into that part of Africa. And today, Nigeria, Kenya started the rollout of vaccines into this part of the country. And let's now take this as we'll set across outside Africa on the world scenes today. South Africa, a judiciary conduct committee has ordered the justice to apologize and retract his statement that shows support for Israel. The Chief Justice Mongoyin made the statement into June last year during a Wimbledon which was hosted by the Jerusalem Post newspaper after 4 Palestinian and non-Palestinian organizations were among 3 groups that filed a complaint with South Africa Judicial Conduct Committee saying the comment contravened the Code of Judicial Conduct. The committee ruled on yesterday that the Justice Mongoyin must apologize within 10 days and even gave the wording to be used. For what? I don't know. You go there and check it out. And as we are about to cross outside Africa on the world scenes today, DJ Copy wins a place at the Oxford University. Sought after DJ, a billionaire daughter Florence Otidola said she has won a place at the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom. DJ Copy, as she is better known, the news were follower on Instagram. In the video, the Nigerian DJ is seen telling her parents she will take up a place at the Lady Margaret College, part of the University of Oxford, for her master's degree. Oh my God! Are you sure? How are you doing? Those were the words of her mother. And thanks to all of you watching live to our online page. Thank you so much. Let's look outside Liberia, Africa, and the world scenes today as the Pope arrived into Iraq amid virus and security risk. And Pope Francis arrived into Bangla, that is Baghdad, for his first international trip since the COVID-19 pandemic began in the Middle East. Today, China to tighten grip on the Hong Kong elections. The premier, Li Keqiang, wants the world not to interfere as he addresses China's largest political committee into China. And this one is dropping on deck just about 10 minutes ago. And today, a sad day. This one just dropping my vex. At least 20 people has drowned near the Djibouti after more than 80 were thrown off an overloaded boat. The United Nations said to see proof as Princess Latifah is alive. The princess attempted to escape the UAE in 2018 before being captured by commandos. It's been a long time hearing such a word. And today, the Portuguese GP confirmed on the Formula One calendar. The Formula One confirms the Portuguese Grand Prix will go ahead on the 2nd of May as the third race of the 2021 World Championship. Another good news for Portuguese. And a big miracle in the world as the world's oldest bird has chick at about the age of 70 years. Are you kidding me? 70 years? And this is one of the wonders of the world. A wild bird who is termed as the oldest bird of the world at the age of 70 has had chicks. Oh my God. I would say thank you so much for following us onto our online page this afternoon. Denmark has followed France and Germany in approving the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine for over 65 seconds after the large studies into Scotland found it to be very effective across all age groups. And the European Union Internal Market Commissioner Thierry Breton has told the news that it is fine for the European Union countries to use the Chinese and Russian vaccine if they wish to. Today, France regional closest to the United Kingdom, the past decades is certainly introducing a weekend lockdown because of a surge into the infection there. France is generally lockdown free apart from the Dunkirk just east of the Calais and the nice area into the south. Today, Germany remain on a lockdown, and there is a concern that only 2 of the 16 German states have got the 7-day infection rate low, according to official target of 50 per 100,000 people. And today, New York cinemas reopen, but will people come? That is the question into the United States Penitentiary. The movie theaters are welcoming black audience on Friday today, hoping there is a pent-up demand for a night out. A good day, and a lot of the folks are applying to be there. Australia has asked for the review of the Italian vaccine bloc. A role with drug firm into the AstraZeneca has caused Italy to block about 250,000 doses to be sent to Australia. Today, let's take our brief up as we cross our regular future onto this program. Today's in History. Today in history, 1960, March 5th, United States, Elvis Presley completes his 2-year stint. Has been discharged from the United States Army. Today, March 5th. And today, in 1908, the United States schoolgirl, unfortunately, 65 small lives were lost into the Cleveland, the Ohio school fire on this day, March 5th, 1908. And this event occurred at the Lakeview School into the Collinwood. It was thought at first that the tragedy has originated from the school furnace. However, later evidence has revealed that it actually started from beneath a hall stairway between the basement and the first floor. Today, in 1962, Canada recount a tax charge, changes price into tax. On this day, March 5th, 1962, the income tax structure of Canada was evaluated. Examination of the current tax system of this country was agreed upon today, March 5th, 1962, and will be carried out by the Royal Commission. And today, 1993, Canada, Ben Johnson live band. The former Canadian Olympic sprinter Ben Johnson is banned from athletics for life after failing a drug test for a second time. Ben Johnson has won the 100-meter at the Seoul Olympics in 1998 in a new world record time of 9.79 seconds, but was subsequently stripped of his medal after testing positive for performance-enhancing drugs. The day in history is a regular future. Let's take our break into Liberia today. We'll be looking at the upcoming World Women's Day activity. It's a pleasant welcome. Today is Friday. Let's take our break into Liberia. It's a pleasant welcome.
Blackbeard.com.
Toko, Anawoko, in a quiet exclusive Mr. Session, se bem, e getting labor, se bem, kekele, I can't chill with kekele, I can't boy with kekele, I can't chill with kekele. So, opolo, polo,